Hello. And good evening. It's dark in here, isn't it? Well, we have another murder on our hands, and seems we have some assistance from good old the 101 Dalmatians here. Yeah. This crime scene. Oh shit. Looks somewhat nervous, though I sense an inner strength in him. He's serious and an excellent cook. I know this might not be the time for think about food, but God, Zach, I can never get it off my mind. I think I was observing Thomas. What is it, boy? Murder? The sounds in this game, though. One cable is fucking driving me nuts. Okay, here we go. Following the dog. I could easily follow the blood trail, but maybe... Oh, we diverge. Huh. Wanna go this way, eh? Where's that bone I gave you? What? Something in here? Some secret painting? Are you leading me on a wild goose chase? No? Okay. Only hold your breath for so long. Oddly enough, holding your breath and running use the same bar. Okay. Are we just gonna follow this dog all the way around? Come on, boy, leave me. Bring me to the killer. Where's he at? Where's she at? Yeah, I thought Diane was connected to this, but maybe she knows the killer. Maybe she's in this cult or something. I don't know. Okay, we're back by the blood. I could have just followed the blood. Are you leading? Are you not leading me? Oh my god. Are you not leading me anywhere? Let's follow the blood. Sick.
Willie is calling for us.
Oh, Willie. Oh, we can't go too far. God forbid we leave Willie's side. It's a green dot. This door. Bet speedrunners love this part of the game. Excuse me. Yeah, what do we have here? Secret documents. Hmm? This door? Where are we going? Is this Diane's bedroom? Where did Willie go? Okay. Okay, that's enough. Uh-huh. Oh, the plant.
Willie, are you out there?
Kaysen,
What are you doing in there?
York, is that you? Thank God. I can't get this door open.
Is he
Can
locked?
you unlock it from your side?
He's locked
Kaysen,
in
stand away
there?
from the door.
Whoa, smoochy smoochy. She tricked me, York, I swear.
Where's Diane? And what are you doing here?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Well, let's just say I have my reasons, you know, private reasons. I don't really have to tell you, do I?
Actually, you do. Diane just died a moment ago.
What?
She
You're not
promised
just
me a
key
good
witness
time.
now. You're now a suspect. And you need to tell me exactly what you were doing here.
Well, I just came here to talk with Diane, to have a conversation.
And I suppose that kiss mark on your cheek is from your conversation.
Maybe.
This was just a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Which is
Hello.
exactly what killed Diane.
Okay. I came here to be with Diane. You happy now? We've been together before, a couple times.
Heyo.
It's one of the reasons why I like coming to this town, see? This time is no different. I bumped into her in a bar in Seattle. I had some holiday coming up. Well, so I just took it and I drove her back here. I have a wife, you know, but we've been separated for a while. We're going through a divorce right now, and I don't want her lawyer finding out.
I gotta smack you right now, Kaysen.
Anyway, how could I kill Diane if I was in a room locked from the outside?
You set her up.
2 hours ago, me and Diane, we were taking it easy, drinking upstairs. We were, you know, enjoying ourselves. Then
George was
Nick
here the
had to
entire
show up.
time.
Well, then Diane had a sudden change of heart. She locked me up in here.
What? I don't know. This just doesn't make any sense, but let's
I've
go
just
with
been
it.
here, waiting for her to come back, of course, but she didn't. I heard footsteps a couple of times, but they just passed by. Well, then I couldn't wait anymore, so I let Willie here out through the window.
Wait, what? There's a window
Then you
down
showed
there?
up instead of Diane.
Zach, Diane has become the third victim of our killer. And nada from questioning Nick. Nothing. Got no new leads from questioning Nick. He's taken the death of Diane really badly. In shock, the works. He claims to have liked talking with her about art. But he also had a problem with her views about men. He says that they argued, but not at a level that would lead to a murder. They were about to head out to the bar again together. But while he was waiting for Diane, someone knocked him out cold. He has no idea who it was either. Of course, Kaysen looks like a prime suspect.
But we were
But
following
that door was locked from
Nick.
the outside. There was no other way in or out of that room.
Then
Which
how
means
did he
there is
get
no
Willie
evidence
out?
of his involvement at this time. He did say something else. The footsteps he heard outside the room were not heels, but a man's boots. And Nick was wearing boots.
Alright.
But now that Diane's dead, no one can back up Nick's statement. Which is why we have Nick in custody and have to let Kaysen go free. That seemed like the only option, at least for now.
Case.
One more thing, Zach.
Nah.
George looked terribly depressed. I guess this case is really getting to him. He's feeling responsible for the deaths of Becky and Diane. Take his rules and confidence away from him? I wonder what's left. Well, of course, he'd still have muscle.
Alright. The plot thickens. I had no idea how crazy this was gonna get. but I like it. I'm split. I'm honestly split because the stuff that I like in here is I really like, but it's like a bullshit sandwich you know what I mean?
Zach, let's get back to the hotel. First Anna, then Becky, now Diane. I'm not looking forward to writing this investigation report.
Medical.
Morgan. York. Do you have a moment?
What is it, George?
For you, George, anytime.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Do you have any time later?
Can't we just do it here?
If possible, I'd like to go to a bar. Of course, we don't really have to.
A bar? Now that sounds like a good idea. Zach, what do you think?
I could
We
kick
can go
back for a
drinking
little
with
bit.
George, or turn him down and head back to the hotel.
Yeah, let's go for a drink. Of course. Come on, Georgie boy. What you gotta say?
George, that scar on your cheek. Where did you get it?
This? Didn't I tell you? Well, it's not from work. I got it when I was a kid.
A childhood injury. Tree climbing?
Dog bite.
I used to get a few scrapes myself climbing the big tree in our backyard. I used to climb it a lot. And fall out of it a lot.
I climbed, but I never fell.
This wasn't anything like that,
Too
though.
nervous.
It was my mother. She did it.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry,
Going down
George.
this road.
Don't worry. It's ancient history. The world is flooded with unreasonable violence. The strong overpower the weak, adults over children, men over women, and criminals over their victims.
Not always, George. That's why we're fighting back.
I have no memories of my father. He left before I knew him. My mother would hit me every time I asked why. And it didn't stop there. If I ate too slow, left my shoes scattered around, TV volume too loud, she found reasons to hit me. Hit me bad.
God damn.
The worst was what she called the tree punishment. She'd whip my back with these thin tree branches like a whip.
Please, Mama. I won't do it again. That hurts, Mama. I'm sorry.
Okay, we're going to dark places
Sorry.
in this game. You never know where you're gonna go.
Tree punishment was definitely the worst, I tell you. Just hearing those words used to make me shiver and want to pass out. And that's why I didn't want to show you those scars on my back. Every time after the tree punishment, she'd always say the same thing. This is hurting the tree more than it is hurting you. And me, being a naive, dumb kid, I believed her. I went to the woods to apologize to the trees.
Just gonna take a heavy cigarette. Maybe another one.
I kept asking myself, why is she hurting me this way? I thought long and hard about it. In the end, I've just figured I'm weaker than her. That's why. It's the law of Mother Nature at work. The strong eat the weak.
But now, you have the power to protect the weak.
That's right. Perhaps I should thank my mother for guiding me into this line of work. York. I've been an arrogant fool, haven't I? And if it weren't for me, both Becky and Diane would still be alive. I could have saved them both. You know, it's almost like they died because of me.
You're out of your mind.
I invited you to this bar
You're
for
out
a
of your
drink,
mind.
but I guess this bar is my confession chamber, and I wanted you to listen. And to tell you, well, you must already hate me for causing all these problems, not following your orders. York, I'm sorry. I'll follow your orders from now on. You'll have my total cooperation.
George, you've been as cooperative as you can be. You even invited an FBI guy to a bar for drinks. You've done a good job protecting this town. And the folks here respect you for that. Nobody can blame you for anything.
Thanks. I do feel a little better.
Alright then. Well, at least he feels a little bit better. But holy shit, dude. Heavy. Okay, this is Carol. She's next. Isn't she? I forget everyone's relationship though.
Hey, Carol. Becky is dead.
Carol is Thomas's
Diane, too.
sister.
We've got Nick in custody as a suspect.
Nick didn't.
You took a locket from Diane, didn't you? A locket with this mark on it.
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Why don't you come see me after the show,
I'm busy, gotta
Agent
go.
York? Oh. See, maybe she was there. All right, how long is this really? I pressed start. I couldn't take it. Should I talk to her again? No, it's not yellow. I'm assuming that means... Oh. I feel like I forgot something there. Okay, we'll talk to, George? Where's George? It's very dark in here. He's over here.
Sorry to keep you waiting, boys.
Zack, Emily is already a goddess of the forest.
Oh, apparently Emily was showing up.
Let's forget work for a bit and drink a little, shall
York?
Well,
Why is she here?
unaddressed.
I just thought the more the merrier. You know, to relax and get loose. Is this a problem?
No, of course not.
Mind if I get loose next to Emily,
But I'm
dude?
pooped. I think I'll just call it a night.
I'm
we?
pooped!
George, I just got here and you're walking out on me? I was hoping the three of us could have a drink and let out a little steam.
I'm afraid I've already had enough. And I already had a good man-to-man with York. So I'll see you guys.
Looks like it's just me and you, Emily.
I think George likes you, but he's avoiding you all at the same time.
How astute.
There's a reason?
Nothing worth going into. It's a thing of the past. Okay. He did ask me out when I first came to town. I was
Oh
still
my.
in high school. But I never really considered him my type. And there's the age gap thing, too. I respect him, of course, or I wouldn't have taken this job otherwise.
Considering you were still in high school and he was
So, did you move to this town alone?
the sheriff at the time, or what?
Of course not. I came with my parents.
Tell me about them then.
Sure, why not? My dad dealt in stocks in New York. He was hardly at home when I was a kid, always working. Those pieces of paper were far more important to him than I was. Which is no different now, really. I don't see much of him. My mother? Totally different story. A wonderful person that I still respect. She was always kind and understanding. Not only that, but she would always help me find my way. She could be fierce, too, scolding me if I took a wrong step. We had our battles, sure, but all in all, she was a wonderful mother.
Past tense?
Was.
Yeah, she's gone now. Cancer just before I graduated high school. She gave this to me just before she died. I take it with me wherever I go. It's what I treasure most.
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
I had a good time tonight. Good night,
Oh, you didn't wear your poncho?
York.
Yes.
Please, don't lie to us, okay?
I won't. Don't worry. I won't.
I won't. Just one puff. Anyway, goodbye. Have a good night. Be funny if she was just standing there. Alright, you know, you might say, oh, it's just written to be empathetic and stuff like that, sad, like the characters, but I mean, it's giving them depth as well. They're not just NPCs that follow you along. And you don't have to learn about them. Choose not to. Yeah, we're gonna do the case summary, I guess, and then move on to the next episode. This is like the little test, right? Can I skip through it?
Zach, let's go over our progress. From what Olivia told us, and the sketchbook we found at Becky's house,
A
Nick
journal.
and Diane became our primary suspects. There were a couple of reasons for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky were killed. We followed Nick to the art gallery, which led us, unfortunately, to our third victim. The third victim, Diane, was strung up in the entrance hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest. However, there was a marked difference from the previous crimes. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
It was right after the crime? Wait. Yes?
That's right. Diane was still alive. This suggests that very little time had passed since the crime was committed.
Okay, that's what I thought it meant.
Which means the criminal was still close by. It was someone near the scene.
Thomas?
There are two possible candidates. Nick, who was knocked out in the entrance, and one other.
Freaking
Zach, who was
Kaysen.
the other person at the gallery? That's right, Kaysen. We followed Willie, a good dog, all the way to him. Kaysen's statement came out as follows. He and Diane were in a physical relationship. That was why he visited the gallery.
She
The
liked
two
his
were in the middle of
plans.
such a meeting when Nick showed up. Diane lost her cool and shut Kaysen up in the basement.
That doesn't make...
Kaysen here when he was locked up.
This is assuming you believe Kaysen.
That's it. The sound of boots passing by. Nick was wearing boots that day. Which means it was likely that Diane met with Nick in her room. Nick said he argued verbally with Diane about her playing around with men, but they eventually decided to go out drinking to make up. However, immediately after that, Nick was attacked by someone in the entrance hall and knocked unconscious. We saw the rest.
George? Because George was there the entire time.
Is our serial killer?
I don't know.
Me too. Asha sent in a report too.
I wonder.
He found a large volume of red seeds in Diane's stomach.
Yeah.
This confirms her as a victim of the Raincoat Killer. Remaining leads. There is the locket, which is in
No, not
Kara's
George.
possession. The man with the tattooed back and the upside down peace sign.
Yeah, because we checked his back, obviously.
There's a lot left to answer. I hope the coffee will give us more guidance tomorrow.
Oh, right. We did check Thomas's back. Yeah, we checked all the police's back.